You know that we support the Ball brothers, and I've always had my eye on LaMelo Ball and his potential, and now it's starting to actualize itself. Because of his play in Australia, he's had a hot start. He is in the latest mock draft on ESPN.com. He is number 3. Some executives are saying he could potentially be a number 1 pick. My question for you is this, is his decision to go to Australia and play in the NBL actually going to help his draft stock more than the traditional route of going to college?
I think in his unique case, yes.
Yes.
Unlike a Zion Williamson who benefited going to Duke. And here's why. Basketball became his life so very young, and that's okay. He made it a job. They turned it into a family business. It became a profession for him basically while he was in high school. And so as his brother went on to play at UCLA and get drafted by the Lakers and become a lottery pick, now all of a sudden, it's like, I can be on that journey as well. Here's a player that scored 90 points in a high school game. So at that point, he was already on the radar. And so for him to go wherever basketball took him, because he's had a rocky road to get to where he is now.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just, I'm gonna leave high school, I'm gonna go overseas and play 1 year, and then I'm gonna enter the draft. He's not a normal guy that basically is entering the draft 1 or 2 years after his senior class. And so I appreciate his journey. And you know how much I love guys that can dribble, pass, and shoot.
Yep.
And can play make with size. And
He
so
rebounds too.
for him to be putting in the work, absolutely. For him to be putting in the work that he's putting in, it validates his draft stock.
You know, I've had my eye on him for a long time. You know, obviously the Ball family was exploded onto the scene a few years ago. But you watch him in high school, he scored a lot of points, but he also made some questionable decisions, pulling up from 40 feet and all of this. But then I watched him in the Drew League. I was like, oh, he's still getting buckets. It looks like he's changed his game a little bit. And now in the NBL, like, he's really contributing. Like, I'm talking about double-doubles, you know, over 20 points. And again, there's a reason the players are in the NBL and not in the NBA, but these are adults. These are real basketball players. This is a competition that he won't face in high school, that he won't face when he was in Lithuania. Like, he's really proving that he is not just an NBA player, but a potential NBA star. And if I was a GM, I would have a hard time passing on him if I was pick number 4, pick number 5. And I look forward to seeing how he develops in the NBL. Do you think this could be sort of a blueprint for other young players that have a high profile to follow to skip the traditional college route and sort of play in the NBL or another overseas league?
I'm gonna say this loud and clear for anybody that can hear my voice. To Jacoby's question, he asked, is this going to be a precursor to other players following LaMelo's path? The answer to that question is a resounding no. Absolutely not. And I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. First and foremost, he has a brother in the NBA.
Yep.
So when you have somebody in your family that's already rich, now you can pursue your dreams without having to worry about paying your bills. That dynamic changes, you know, as you start to progress in life. Once you get out of high school, once you get in college. This wasn't a traditional path. He played in high school in California. He played in high school in Ohio. He's been overseas a couple of different times. So I don't see nobody taking this path the way he did, but the NBL will now continue to get prospects that hope to be put in this level of position based on his success.
And one thing to keep in mind during this discussion is the one and done rule is about to be over. Like they just haven't given us the exact date and when it's going to be abolished. But what is going to be happening is the traditional college route isn't really going to be available to someone with this level of potential anymore. So what we're going to end up seeing moving forward is people playing high school or prep and then going right into the league if they have this level of NBA potential.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.